What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope y'all are having a good Wednesday and all that. We're just getting this set up here so we can do some fun map making. Cause I'm excited for Monday. Monday's going to be good. Welcome in Bake and welcome in Lilith. Congrats on first. I think you might have the highest first score in this channel, actually. Nope, I need that up. Come back. Okay. Think we are set up to start working on the thing. I gotta pull up my notes over here so that I know what I'm building. I need proof. I gotta add a command for that, actually. I can go do that now. Actually, there should be a command for it. I just don't have it readily available. So let me see. Hang on. I don't know if this will actually work. Yeah, I don't think so. That's because I gotta actually make a command with that. So let me go. Top 10 first. Okay, I guess it's in the chat. I can look at that. New command. First. First. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Don't want to be resetting people's first. That'd be terrible. Counter. That's probably it, right? Nope, that's for Mr. DM. That's no good. Let me pull up. Oh, right here. I can do this. We can look at daily quest as an example. We don't want to add that. We don't want to add that. We want. Here we are. Now we're going to go back to the currency so I can get the actual thing. Target user first. That's what I'm. Target user first. Okay. Theoretically, this might work. Let me test this on myself. Hey. Okay, let me go ahead and try that. It's gonna be exclamation first. Not that it'll let me type that in as an example. Eh. No, of course. Of course it doesn't work. What do you mean it should work? Lies. Target user display name has been first. Target user first times. Yes, that should work. Oh, that's because I added an S to it. Okay, try it again. Should work this time. Hi-yo! Look at that, we got a new command. Okay. So let's get started on this thing. I got my notes. Let's take a look at what we're looking for here. So we are building a possible first combat location, depending on what the players decide to do. But it's a little shop, it's a little alchemy shop. So we'll be having like lots of potions and stuff. Let's start off with some walls and whatnot. Just a little wood and stone place, nothing crazy. We're looking for plaster, I think. So we'll probably go with maybe ashen wood and plaster. We'll go with light wood and plaster. I think that'll look better. Perfect. But yeah, what are you up to today, Lilith? And we'll have the door there.
3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3. I'm gay.
Midis. That's funny. Ah, why is it backwards? Can I flip it around? That would be convenient. Of course not. Of course I can't flip it around. I had the perfect thing and I built it the wrong direction. That's what I do. That's the right way, right? Great. We need beveled corners. Ah, wait. Okay. We're back on track now. There. Not so bad. Skill issue. 100% skill issue. Let's get some doors in here. This is probably a single door situation, but I might do a double door just because of the spacing. Light wood. It's not going to be a super intense door. This is just a little shop, so it shouldn't have like incredible iron banding or anything. Yeah, something like that. Eh, do I want it to be too? I think we'll just make it a single door. Doesn't have to be. This is going to be a really big shop. I think I need to tone down the size. Based on the door, I'm like, well, that's actually quite huge. But we know that these are the centers of the map here, so let's make that. So, I guess technically I still need a 3. Whoop. Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3 from there. 1, 2, 3. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's going to be much more the size. I might extend this a little bit, but that looks much better already. And the door can go in the quote-unquote center. All right, we need to build an interior wall to separate the front and back room because that is an important factor. Probably do something like this. Might make that a little more elaborate, actually. No, maybe like here. Yeah, because then we have a back room, we have a front area. This could be where like the counter is or something. We need another, but an interior door, so something like this ought to do just fine. We're gonna rotate it. Then do I want to do floor? No, I can do floor after. Floor will be fine because otherwise it gets a little funky. Let's do windows though, since windows are part of the story bits. Okay, there's my little windows, which don't line up at all with the wall, and I hate that oh so much. All right, let's try that again. Ah, much better. Except for that. I don't know what's happening right here. What? What is this? Okay, I don't know what that was, but it's all fixed now, so that's something. We'll put a little window over here. Actually, if that's based, there'd be buildings on either side. There might be an alley on one side. So let's say there's an alley on this side. That would make sense to me. And then we still need our door for that section, which I accidentally deleted. Here we are. Gonna rotate that. Bam. All right. It's looking good. It's looking good. We need a back door, perhaps, because that would make sense. Okay. I think I have doors and windows pretty much done. The back room doesn't necessarily have anything because I think for the reason they're here, that would make sense. So I think that's all set up. So let's go ahead and do this. I need the glass for a window. Here we are. That's too small. I think, yeah. Is that the right size? No, I don't think so. We do light window though. That ought to bring up all the sizes, and I can just pick out the one I need. Aha! But I also need it to be over the walls. There wouldn't be any ironwork on these windows. They're just going to be decorative. All right. Windows are set up. I need light pillars because I absolutely hate the abysmal door connection here. So I always put something there. Kind of make it a little bit more palatable. Boom. There. All right. Things are coming along pretty nicely. Looking good. Looking good. The windows are fine. What I am going to do is remove the shadow on all of this, and I will manually add that back in. Are you gonna make me do it that way? All right, that's fine. I can do it that way. No shadow. Warp. All right, back to the object tool. Boom, boom, boom. Well, my goal is to get at least this map done, if not a second map. So we will see how this goes. Okay, let's put a little counter in. Oh, looks like a bar every time because of the way that they have this built in, which isn't inherently a problem, but like, I don't know. It just seems funny to me to have a bar on it. I think maybe we'll just use tables. It's not going to be super fancy, although it should have some level of class. I think we'll just go with I forget what kind this is, but it's like the nice looking one that's a little scritchy scratchy. Hmm. Yeah. So now we're going to detach it and just start laying these out. From the grid, I mean. Doesn't got to be straight. We're just going to start placing some of these tables about, and we'll put some cool, funny stuff on it afterwards. We also need some bookshelves, or I guess they're just technically shelves. That way we can put some books and whatnot on it, fill up the space a little more. These are all on the wrong layer, so that's fun. Let me fix that. These are going to be layer 2 because they are above the ground. Oh, you know what I'm going to do real quick while I'm thinking about it? Bap, bap, bap. Great. Okay. Good shit. All right. I went and fixed that. little setting over my Twitch, but it's fixed now, so we're good. Go back to layer 2, grab the shelves, get some more shelves in here. Move that out just a little bit. That's technically my counter area, but like there will still be plenty of other space and things. I suppose I could just put pre-done ones up on here. It's not gonna hurt me at all. Plus it saves me a whole bunch of time, you know? Not that these have all the things I would normally put into these shops. It's more of a kitchen piece. That'll be alright. Also add some with actual books, maybe behind him instead of that one. Maybe over here. Or this one. It's gonna be a hodgepodge of a shop, but that's alright. I think that's our end goal here. I think another shelf right here. Should I have books on it? I think I might put books on it. We might do something like this because the little off kilter. Okay. Lastly, I want to put some little tables in here, like little round ones or square ones or something like that. Just kind of fill up the space a little bit more with more things. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Put one right here. We have the back room, which does need to have a pretty big table. It's also going to have like a little kitchenette house-like vibe over here. So I guess maybe I put the door on this side and make this a little housey thing. Which all right, we got this. I'm gonna put another one of these over here. We'll put this last one up against this wall. We shouldn't have anything crazy, but I think maybe having some crates and a little table back here is a good plan. Light crate. These ones are technically layer 1, so let's make sure we have them on the proper layer. Kind of like that. We're going to go to layer 2. We're going to slap another one of these on here. Put a big one on there. Like that. We'll put a little guy on top of this guy. This box just a little bit. That way this one is kind of sharing that space. Color sack. We like an off-white maybe? Yeah, tan ought to do. All right. Yeah, this is coming along real nicely, actually. All right, we're going to be on layer 2 now because I'm going to start putting stuff on the boxes. Like that. Layer 3 for the top of the box. All right, that ought to do for all that. Had some torn up ones to make it look a little bit more livable, maybe. Lived in. I don't know. Layer 2. Go ahead and put kind of like that one. Back to layer 1. Just like that. Okay, that's plenty of sacks over there. Don't need any more of that. This would be a very crowded back room, which is fine. Okay, light chair. Not fancy. We're just looking for real basic here. These'll do. Perfect. Maybe one with the whole grain wood or whatever. Okay, stove. So we've got a little tiny stove. Put a little tiny attachment on it. These are both going to technically be layer 2. Yeah, these things can go underneath it. Yeah, that's layer 2. Okay, then we'll have a little bedroom. Since that's where he's going to sleep, we need a light bed. Let's give him blue covers. That sounds fun. Nightstand? I don't know if that'll come up. Oh, hey, it does. Holy shit. How convenient. Dang, they really filled out the repertoire of stuff here. It used to be so not filled out. This is very exciting. I do need one more chair. Maybe this chair has a cushion. Because, he likes to treat himself. Nah, it's too fancy. And a light chest ought to be fine. We'll put a little foot chest down here. There we go. Look at him. He's got a nice room. He's got a nice shop. He's got a nice back room. His living quarter kind of vibes going on here. I think we will want another table over here, though. This will be like his prep area, maybe. Maybe I bring this over here and I put his prep area right next to it. I think that would make more sense. Do something like that. Cutting board. Put a little knife in there. What other things would we find on here? Maybe a bowl. Put a big bowl of fruit or something in here. Plate. Just gonna move these two over just a little bit. Tilt it so it's not like that. We are gonna go ahead and do fruit. Let's do a mixture of some apples in this bowl, shall we? Nice. I think we'll leave like a half-eaten apple here. Maybe do a little berry bowl. This is a nice lived-in place, right? Yeah, look at that. Little berry bowl, little fruit bowl. We're really starting to dial in on it. Okay, I think this looks pretty solid. I don't really need to add a whole lot more. Maybe a pan, just for shits and giggles. It doesn't need to be rusty, but it doesn't need to be great either. I think maybe we'll put that over here along with the spatula. Great. Looking fabulous. We could put decorations outside. I think what I'll do is I'll wall up this side here as if it's a building, which should significantly cut the build area. Which I mean is accurate based on what we're building, but maybe we'll make that one a little sandstone wall. like that. Guess I could do this where it's like not really an available space. I don't think it'll matter too much once the players are in. Oh, nope. Other way. There we are. No shadow. I do that myself. I don't want your shadows. They're shitty. Okay, that makes this whole chunk unavailable. I do think that we should have some more buildings back here. Kind of denotating that this is a lived-in space. Kind of something dumb like that ought to do. Let's also put some plaster in, so it's not the only place that has plaster. And since this is an alley, just like that. And now all of a sudden we have an actual shop on a walk, has a back alley, has a side alley, and a front. This is really coming along. All right, so what we're gonna do is take the black one. Actually, before that, I need to edit this point because it didn't go all the way out. Did y'all? Yeah, everybody else went all the way out. Okay. Since we won't need to be doing anything inside here as they don't technically exist. Look at that. Okay. So I think we might have a really rough cobble patch up here. Cobble, cobble, cobble. Actual like cobblestone path or brick laid path up here. Since this is a nice space. How deep are we? We're only about 40 minutes in. This is a lot of work for 40 minutes. Okay, so this is an alchemy shop, so I need potions, I need burners, I need concoctions, I need components. I need a tea kettle. That's a story point. I need a shelf for the tea kettle. Or just a shelf in general so I can put things on it. Like tea, like glasses or plateware. I guess I technically have some plateware out already here. Let's do this. Tea. Here we go. Here's the kettles. We'll leave a kettle on the kettle because that makes a lot of sense. I need cup, light. That's, I guess, is a mug? Mug. That'll do. Light plate. We'll do the littlest of the plates. I think it's this size. Stack it up all a bit askew so they can see there's lots up there. And we'll also get the little list of the bowls and kind of do the same thing. Cutlery. Yo, it comes up. That's so great. Okay, perfect. I don't know that this is gonna do quite what I want because of this weird shelf situation here. Maybe I'll just stack them up over here. That's very big. You telling me y'all have different wood grains? Or it's fine. We'll do it this way. I'm gonna make these smaller than they're supposed to be because I don't care and I need them to fit. Great. So now we have the cutlery, we have the teapot, we have some random food, we have a lot of supply stuff, we have a bedroom, we have the shop space. What do I get for alchemy? That is a whole lot of potionry. Alright. I think we'll bake all of this in ashen because otherwise it's very samey. Oh, we can do that in walnut actually. Alright, so we've got some Bunsen burners here. So what I'm gonna do is build out a whole thing here. We're gonna start putting everything on a 3. That's a bit big. Let's do, these are much smaller. We'll have him creating something concoctual. And then I need to take a whole bunch of these little bottles. We'll just lay them out. Little tubes and stuff. Really want to make this look like he's doing things. I also need one of those catchers or like holders. I don't know what they're called. All right, that seems to be quite a bit there. That is a plague doctor mask, which is fucking badass, actually. There's a mortar and pestle. We'll put that over here with like ingredients and stuff. We got like cork mats. Interesting. We also want to make sure we leave all some corks around, make it look like we're actually going to stopper some of these bottles. What is this? Just some scraps of some kind. Really, we're just filling out the table with random stuff, and then we're gonna go use the randomization tool to place them all over the shop, make it look a bit more natural. This is going to be my first rendition of that. Maybe we'll do some of this where we leave like some haphazard sideways bottles laying about, and then do some yeah, all right. This is starting to really come along, actually. Okay. We'll have to put some spills in here too, but for now, this will do. Can I do anything with all this red stuff here? That would be pretty convenient. That's a stoppered bottle. I need an unstoppered bottle. Thank you very much. Which I don't see much of. Maybe we'll just do it this way. Yeah, it looks alchemical. Good enough. Kind of adding all the colors of oceans just to like give it a bit of difference here. Is there any standing ones? That would be really nice. Oh, look at that. I mean, yeah, but they don't really have the colors, so I don't know that it's obvious. Except for that one. Back to the road. Yes, there's these. Yeah, this is really starting to come along right there. Okay. Next up, I want books, and I'm gonna put some open ones. They're just gonna kind of lay about near the bookshelves. Oh, we can also lean some. Doesn't really imply size. It's fine. I just want stacks anyway. Just a literal complete mess. Put something over here as well. Give me a little bit of variance across the room. Not too much. Okay, what else can I put into an alchemical place? How about a mortar? M-O-R-T-O-R? T-E-R. What a mort. Okay. Well, we've got alchemical stuff. We've got books. But adventuring gear? That could do. It's kind of a hodgepodge of a place. Sure. Put some ball bearings out. Why not? A pile of caltrops. Maybe not that. Throwing literally the kitchen sink here. Just anything and everything I can find that's even remotely adventure-y is going out. Alchemy. Anything else in here I want to throw on? I've pretty much thrown all that in. Armor. Doesn't really apply. Art tools. I don't know that that applies here. I could probably throw some bags in. Sure. Yeah, I could work with that. That seems like something you could carry your reagents around in, right? But there's a large amount of bag variance, which is pretty good. Pretty nice, actually. We don't need any more of that. Beams, supports. I don't think we necessarily need any of that. We got bedding. We don't need that. Bellows, blast marks, blood, bones, boats. Boulders. I guess I do need light sources in here. I didn't really consider that, but we'll use candelabras, I think. I need some standing ones. These are really big. I don't really need them that big. Seems really dumb to put them right next to books, you know? But the whole place is made of wood, so what do I know? It should be pretty fairly well lit in here, right? I think maybe we'll just have natural light be the light source in here. But that means that this room won't have that natural light, so we will need to put a light source in here and a light source in here. Okay, that'll do. Put it over there, that'll be fine. Okay, at this point, what's up, Raiders? How's it going? Welcome in forward. How was Overwatch? Hopefully entertaining. Hopefully you killed lots of people and didn't drop your phone. Right now we're just building a thing. It's going well, I think. It's getting cluttery, which is what we're looking for. But yeah, how was it? How was that going? How's everybody coming in doing? If you don't know me, I'm Boldmordred. I do D&D things. In fact, I'm doing a D&D thing right now. You know, we're building a map. It's going great. Yeah, that's how that's going. I don't need those. What am I doing? I need to use, go to used, layer 3. But yeah, we're just building a whole bunch of funny things here. So we're gonna take all of that, those. We don't need the mortar. We can take the corks. We can take all the cloth. I think an assortment of these standing potions is good. What's good games? Gotta sleep. Okay, go get some sleep. Be safe on your trip and all that stuff. Don't do anything. Well, do whatever you want. I was gonna say don't do anything I wouldn't do, but I do a lot of things, so that's probably not a good uh basis. Enjoy the sleep nonetheless. We are cluttering the absolute fuck out of this place. Early wake up for travel. Gross. But travel to a fun place. I don't think I've actually. You probably told me where you're going, but I've forgotten, as I do, because I forget everything. But I hope you have fun. I think it's for a vacation. Must be early wake up if you're going to bed right now, actually. Hey, critical success. Good job. You're gonna have such a good trip because of that critical success. Better. I hope you do. The dice god said so. Praise the dice gods. Yeah, that looks pretty cluttery. Dice for the dice gods. Hi, Snack. Welcome in. I really gotta fix it so it's not only Snack who gets that automatic shout out. Hello from office. How is the office? Probably dumb because it's the office. That'll be fine. It's cold. Lol. I am putting together one of the maps for Monday. It won't hurt you if you see it inherently. but you're welcome to tune out if you want. But I don't think it's gonna be a problem because it also depends on if you end up here and I don't reuse it for something else. Okay, that seems cluttery enough for what I need. I think now. Zoom. Ooh, wait, that's new. What a holiday looking candle. I'm on mobile. I can't see shit. Oh, that's fine. We could just chit chat then. No harm, no foul. I am pretty stoked for Monday, though. Monday's going to be really fun. Okay. Now to do the floors. Now that we have all of this done, we'll do the floors up. I guess we should do shadows first. Let's do shadows first. God damn it. I'm so totally ready. I bet you are. I mean, all you got to do is show up and do whatever you would normally do. So no worries. There's no pressure here. I want a 60% circle. I have some silly research to do. What exactly is silly research? Huh? Surprise? Okay. I'm a little more concerned now because it's a surprise, but I'll take it. Is it for Monday? Is my only question. All right, that's terrifying. But I do look forward to the surprise, whatever chaotic shit it might be. Are you excited for Monday? Yeah! Excitement. Gotta practice my voice. It'll start coming naturally after like 20 minutes into the session. I promise. I mean, we got Sal to end up doing an entire Scottish voice that she's real good at now. So there's that. Freaking shadows. Okay. Bap, 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 bap. That'll do. Shadows are coming along nicely. I want to know what Brett thinks about y'all's Scottish accents. It's probably terrible in comparison to Brett, because every time I hear Brett talk, I'm like, "All right, that's." Like, that's a way better, like, it's, actual Scottish, not us attempting to be Scottish. I'm always really entertained when people tell me I have an accent, because I don't think I do, but of course, like, American. American accent. You got that drawl. Yeah, now we're gonna do shadows on all the stuff on the things. Oh no, these are not set up properly. Go to layer 1? Yeah, that's fine. Look at that. No problems at all. I didn't just completely circumvent my own stuff. This is a whole lot of shadowing. Every time I do shadows, I always think that, like, it's just an excessive amount of shadows. It's a necessary amount of shadows, but I just always think it's funny. I see where I went wrong. I know what I've done. I know the mistakes that I've made. It has been a while since I've made a map with this much random shit lying about. Alright, y'all should be layer 1 now, which should allow me to properly shadow things. So how is the office? Anything office-y happening? I don't know what exactly I'm asking, but it's entertaining. Oh no, that was bad. Don't do that. Go to layer 1, bring to front. Perfect. That'll do fine. So much shadow to do. For every item, it's like 2 shadows. Which technically doesn't make sense, but it's just how the map making functionally works. Ah. But I am very excited for Monday. I got a whole thing planned out for you guys, and I'm interested to see how far you get with it, because I've tentatively got it planned out for 4 sessions, depending on how much you guys accomplish. But you never really know how fast a group is going to go until they start playing, so it's hard to gauge how fast you guys will move. Offices, just redoing procedures. That sounds gross. How many questions we ask? Yes, that too. But I'm not too concerned about that bit. Learning to play isn't terribly hard. It's way more intimidating than it actually is. Well, it depends on who your DM is, I guess. But I've found I started to specialize in new players, which wasn't necessarily something I thought I would do, but like it works. And you're so happy, so I'm happy. I like writing procedures, so I'm happy. Oh, I see, I see, I see. As long as you find it enjoyable, you know? You're just writing an instruction booklet. Panda! How goes? What you up to? How you be this fine Wednesday? Uh, uh. Rolled an 8. Probably didn't go super well. I see sob, I see cry, I see nope. So it sounds like maybe a day. I'm doing pretty good. Hungry. You gonna find some food? Food actually sounds pretty great. I had a very small snack because I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to eat. So I just had some like hummus and pretzels and something else. Grapes? No. Some small fruit. I can't. Oh, I had blueberries. That's what I had. And they were delicious, but not really what I wanted in the end. What are you hungry for, Panda? That's always the question, isn't it? Okay, I would say objectively, this looks pretty solid as far as shadows go. So let's work on the floor. That is, ooh, no, we need to turn that off. Crap. I think that looks pretty good though. There we go. That looks pretty snazzy actually. Very samey color. Maybe we pick a different floor. Ramen. Ramen sounds pretty solid actually. I have ramen. I could make some. I could make some miso. I have miso. Actually, I could legitimately just make a miso ramen at that point. It's not really hard. Oh, I chose a darker floor. Too dark, too red, kind of ashen. All right, Panda, I want your opinion on this. Legitimately. Okay, so we've got all my walls and furniture are made from the quote unquote light wood. The floor is currently dark wood. But I can make it light wood like this, but I think it's too samey. I think I'm gonna go with the dark wood, but I'd love to hear what you think. Yeah, I do think that fits better. Virtual high five, Panda. Okay, I go back to my rage music. If you're still live when I come home, I'll come say hello. Bet. Enjoy your rage music. We'll be here. All right. Well, with that in mind, I'd say the interior is probably solid. Plywood makes everything else not stand out as much because the floor would be bright with the light wood. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you entirely, actually. The darker wood really makes everything kind of pop out a little more. What's up, Mr. Burton? How goes? How's life? How you be? How's, I assume you're home. Rip work sucked. Oof. That is an oof, sir. Why did the work suck? Almost punched people in the face. It must have really sucked. Because for you, that's like a really intense thing. I think we'll stick with 3-step. Why are you not scaled properly? There we go. That makes much more sense. They earned it. Is it a funny game? I have a game recommendation for you. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. What you got? I always like game recommendations. How do I want to do this? Do I want to just run it along the edge? Maybe. Bit far. Have you heard of Enter the Gungeon? Yeah, the Gungeon's great. I love me the Gungeon. That is a super fun time for sure. Uh the roguelike. Yeah, I like them roguelike games. I should probably try and play them more on stream. I just end up not ever doing anything on stream like that for whatever reason. I always end up hanging out with people, and I like people. I like my people, you know. Your mom is a roguelike. Feel you would like For the King. For the King is also great. Yeah, we've done. Yeah, For the King. I played that with Burton a lot. That was a good time. For the King's good. Rogue Legacy is pretty fun. Enter the Gungeon. I have other roguelikes, and I'm trying to think of them right now. Other. Oh, Dungeon of the Endless. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I did see that. I also read that it was kind of like not the same game. It was a little like people didn't care for it as much, which makes me a little sad. Where's the 3-step? I see a 1-step, a 2-step, a 3, and a 4-step, but not a 3-step. This is some bullshit. Ooh, I've been hydrated. Thanks for the hydrate. Let me go hydrate. I hate that. I hate that so much right there. Hydration! Oh, shit, snacks. I gotta go find. No, I have snack. I can eat these. I got dry roasted edamame, which is pretty good, actually. It's very crunchy, which I enjoy. Trying to think of some other roguelikes, actually. It's been a hot minute since I've played any. I gotta literally go look at Steam. Hang on. Roguelikes. Dead Cell's good too. I played that on my Switch. I just tried Kingsway for the first time, which is kind of a rogue. Like, it's a roguelike in a weird way. Roguelite. Roguelite? Roguelike. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then shit, I had another one that it left my brain.
We would like to take a moment to congratulate the best employee we have here at Bold Incorporated. That is, if we had one. We don't. So I guess we'll just say that we are proud of this guy here, doing pretty much nothing. But it's the thought that counts.
That's a fantastic use of GLaDOS there, Burton. Good shit. I should play Choice Chamber? What is Choice Chamber? Is this like a big multiplayer game thing, or is it a one-player thing? Crowdsourced action game designed for live streaming where viewers play along via the chat to change the game in real time as you play. Players constantly give feedback that changes how the game evolves, from power-ups to enemies to obstacles. This sounds terrible. I love it. We're gonna put that on the wish list for later. That sounds like a great stream, actually. These are good suggestions, Panda. Used to play with friends a lot. I got you. I got you. Ah, go select the thing. We made it into a drinking game and got unhinged sometimes. It'll do it. You know, I thought I'd like this more if it was kind of like asymmetrical, but I hate this so much. This bothers me to look at. I imagine that game could probably get out of hand pretty quickly. But I bet it'd be a great stream game. That'll do. I hate it, but I didn't want to say anything. No, say a thing. Say things. I hated it. I wanted it to look good, and it just wouldn't look good. And I was like, fine. That it wasn't symmetrical. Yeah, foundational items gotta look good. Like, the inside of this place looks like absolute chaos, and that's the point. But the building itself's gotta look like kind of good. That's cool looking. It says you. Yeah, it says me. I don't know why I went with that, but I did. My buildings are here to hurt my players. All right, let's see. Cobblestone. Just give that a nice big path for the moment. We'll kind of touch this up in a minute with some overgrowth and lived inness. All right, next up, we need. What would be back here? It's an island, so lots of vegetation. So probably some amount of thick grass. Mud. Mud would be a good idea. We're going to grab the mud and come back to that. Oh, well, since no one who's playing in the session is here currently, um, well, I guess it really doesn't make too much difference since they'll end up here immediately, likely. The introduction of the players, whoops. So the wives are all playing, so the three wives are going to end up entering this particular, go away from it. The wives will end up finding this shop per story reasons, and they'll enter the shop and begin talking with the shopkeep, and then each one's gonna one by one come into the shop. And from there, there's gonna be a possible event interaction with some external people, and they may end up in a combat situation. And then they would use this map for that. So it's not an inn, but it's a little alchemy shop. I think it's a little big, but it'll be fine. It'll be good for combat, is the takeaway here, you know? Ah, there we go. That's looking pretty good. Do I have greener grass? What about that? I like that one. 8 intensity, and we'll redo the cobblestone. Just want to make sure I get all the grass I want in place, and then I'll cut it out with the cobblestone. I have one of the old school first editions. Eek. First edition's rough, yo. What a time. I've read some of the first edition books. I've never actually used one. I've only ever used officially third 3.5 and 5. Okay, that's looking pretty solid. I do want to put some mud in here. So we're gonna just kind of tap it in. That was my dad's, and it was unopened. Yo, that's wild. I wonder if that'd be worth anything, to be honest. An unopened first edition. Yeah, this is looking like a less. I did not. What was the board game? I know there was a lot of board game quote unquote knockoffs. Maybe I do know what it is. I just don't know what it was called or something. This is too much mud back here. Taking away the greenery, it's becoming more of like a slop. Which isn't the goal. Okay, that's a little greener. It's a little greener. That's nice. Let's try out some other grasses and see how they look. That one's really green. That one's kind of got a brown. No, I think that one does look the nicest of the bunch. It'll be fine regardless because I'm going to add more vegetation and whatnot. First off, it has been a while and we haven't saved. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Hmm? What are you thinking on over there, Panda? On the save? If it's like a shop, we could add a few barrels around the outside. Yes, 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 it is. So it's a shop, so I'll be adding in a bunch of boxes and barrels in the alley, in the back. The back alley is going to be a little bit more choppy back here, and the front's going to be a little bit more pleasant to look at. So I might remove some of the mud from up here and leave the mud back here. We're going to put the trees on layer 2. Actually, firstly, we're going to put the fronds in because those are going to over the roof, which I wish I could like cut them. You can't see where I'm just pointing because I'm pointing at my screen like a dinkus. But I wish I could cut them so they didn't hang over these buildings like this, you know? But that'll be all right. I don't want too many of these, but I want enough so that you can see it's a tropical place. Yeah, I think littler ones over here. Let's make them half the size, and we'll make little mini palms as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Use the fancy looking brick. Right now? Okay. So I was talking to my wife. She was leaving. She's going to get her hair did. She's gonna color it for the first time. So it's very exciting. All right. So we've got our little home trunks. They're so funny to me because they lean so far, you know? Okay, now we need full-sized ones. That one doesn't need one. This one could use one, like so. Let's go ahead and put that guy there. We'll add another one there. And there we are. Now everybody has a trunk and everything. Let's add a shadow, and I think we're good with the trees anyway. Let's say sun is coming from top left. No, bottom left, because I need lighting. Can I just have the front? Perfect. Because I don't really need the pole. I just need the actual front piece. I'm gonna go under on layer 9. Unrailed, plate up, and overcook. You know, I have been eyeballing plate up forever. It looks like such a fun little game. Like completely chaotic, and that's the lovable stuff. It's gonna have to go over if I want it to line up properly. It has shit integration where chat can come visit your restaurant. No shit, really? That's amazing. I'm gonna have to do that. Oh, I also gotta put together the crew for the Tail and Ale Tavern, I think it was called. Because we played the demo of it and had a great time. But the demo cuts you off, and we wanted to all play it. I think it came out in like early September. We just haven't touched it. Let's see here. All right. Next up, I want to do layer 1 used. We're going to do crates and barrels. So let me get barrels. Ah ha ha. We'll also put some like boards and stuff out here. But really, we're just kind of filling up space. Filling up space. You have to collect your resources and build your rails while your train is moving. It's a game that will test friendships. If you're not testing your friendships, are you really living? I'll put a couple over here under this tree. All right, one more layer up, layer 2, so I can stack, make them look like, there's a reason. And then one on layer 3 right here, I think. Maybe 2, actually. 3 of them. Look at that. Look at all those layers. Shotgun King, the final checkmate. Shotgun King. I think I've heard of that one. Oh, what did I just see? I got a shotgun game just recently. Uh, Buckshot Roulette. Yeah, that one looks really entertaining. It reminds me a lot of Inscription, and my God, I loved Inscription. That was such a great game. So unheard of, too. Okay. I think that's plenty of random shite box wise laying around. I don't really need more of that. What I do want is light board or plank, maybe. Yep. They don't got to be a whole lot of like broken, but I just want, assorted planks and stuff laying about. Let me layer 1, light, no, over here, light plank. Okay, there we go. Bolt plays Cult of the Lamb. I played through it when it came out way back, and that was an excellent game, but I would play it again. Like, I always feel like whenever I play games like Cult of the Lamb or stuff like that, I get really focused on playing and I start to lose track of like my chat. So I'm always afraid that like my chat will get bored or something. I don't know. You need the DLCs for. I know that they have one now where your followers can breed. I need some of these to lean against the wall is what I need. But yeah, it looks like a good time. Colton Lamb has yeah, where chat can become followers. I did do a little bit of Cult of the Lamb, but I never finished it on stream. So maybe that's something I should do soon, just for funsies. Throw some more boards down here. A game that went under the radar that I loved playing was Move or Die. I've seen that one too, but it looks like a game that you'd want a bunch of friends to play with. So I haven't actually touched it or anything like that. But it does look really entertaining. There's a lot of games like that that I'll see but I don't do anything with because like every game takes you got to buy it and sometimes it gets a little pricey. Like eventually it starts to add up and you're like, ah shit, I spent X amount of money or something. Yeah, I think the rest can be vegetation back here. I don't think we need any more wood. We have bright green vegetation. We have giant things. That tracks. This will be on layer 1 on the underside, I think. We're just going to pop a couple of these. Maybe on the overside. There won't be too many of these because I don't want them to be too much. That'll be fine. Now we'll go for the smaller stuff. Let's do some grass. We'll do these. We'll do the sharp. And we'll take all these ones. Perfect. Okay, that'll do. Let's make the scale variance between 0.50 and 1. All right. Here we go. Under. And now it's just a matter of clicking them all around here to make it look natural. We'll come back and do that portion manually. Actually, this is moving along really quickly for a full map of this size, but there's a lot of empty space though, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. Just, what layer are you? Layer 2. Yeah. Right there. Give it some like depth. Give that depth.
Yeet!
I've been yeeted. Why was I yeeted? What did I do? Oh, that's a good idea. Boop. You know, I will say that is one thing I enjoy about Inkarnate is it's always like, oh, you've done like 400 clicks. Save your thing. Like, oh yeah, I should do that. That's a good idea. Okay. That's enough for these, I think. And now we'll go to a little bit of manual placements with very specific pieces. I want the smaller ones. These will go on top of things as needed. Do I need to put them anywhere else, actually? I was pretty thorough. I don't. Okay, cool. How's the Minecraft server going? It didn't really take off too well. Um, I know we had some launch difficulties, unfortunately. And then my schedule's just been insane, so I haven't been able to like promote it. Yeah, I think I might do it again at some point, but I think for this one, I may just let it go, unfortunately. Not that I inherently want to, but like I think it's just better for it. That's gonna be a problem. I should have done the shadows first. Should have done the shadows first. Now I've got to do this real janky thing. Actually, it would be a centralized shadow today, because it'd be this way. Which means all of those were incorrect. Ah! I'm just gonna do some real janky shadowing. I don't want to do janky shadowing, but I fucked up and put plants down before I finished my shadowing. That's my bad. But yeah, I've been wanting to play it. I have not had the time to dedicate to a game of that caliber for a while. This particular semester of school has been very busy. Hey, Blob Tick, you should make a cellular map with lots of blobs and ticks. You got it. That'll be my next map. It'll be beautiful. Thanks for popping in, though. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Okay. What I'm going to add might pop in later without sound on the Citymaps. You got it, yeah. No sound needed. It's mostly just me ranting anyway. Ooh. The next map should be a forest of bamboo and pandas that are fighters. Actually, yeah, a panda race as a primary. Not missing much on that. Lol. But yeah, a whole panda race. Lake Pan essentially is just a big Asia-inspired area, and that'll be Region 4. So whenever I get a professional campaign and they vote to go to Region 4, we'll be diving into that, which ought to be pretty good. Path tool, Asian slimes. Then yeah, each one is isekai. Just all isekai slimes. That's a super entertaining thought, actually. Okay. Could I join in on the campaign if it's online? Kung Fu Anime Blobs. Yeah, so all the ones based out of Faegrimm, they're all my professional paid campaigns, but I'm also going to be doing one shots in there for like um I guess you'd call it like marketing, like, hey, this exists. So that is something that I am planning on doing in the event that anybody is interested. Um, darn shadows. But yeah, I'm really excited for the Asian inspired area. Um, right now, the only one there's been two that's been fleshed out. One is the generic fantasy, I guess you'd call it generic, but the more fantasy vibed one, which is Region 1. Oh, no worries. The takeaway is if you are interested in playing D&D online in one of my campaigns, you got to do the whole sign up and everything there. I will be doing one shots that promote it and promote stuff like that. Some will be paid one shots and some will not be paid one shots. It just kind of depends on whatever mood strikes me. But yeah, so it's pretty exciting. The Asian one's it'll be whatever the group votes on for the next one, unless there's like specific requests. Actually, this really is looking pretty solid here. I'm gonna add some stuff out here because it's pretty blank. But what I would like is some pots. Marble's a bit high class. Sci-fighter pirate Dead by Daylight. Win. Dead by Daylight or D&D, you mean? Sci-fi turd. That's funny. I would be. I know. I would be tentative to do a sci-fi one because I don't know the sci-fi stuff as well. I would totally try it. It's just definitely outside of my wheelhouse. Or like a Blade Runner-esque D&D. Honestly, those sound pretty cool to be honest with you. I don't know what else to put out here. I guess maybe... Yo, there's chalkboard sign things now? What? That's huge. Why is it so big? There we go. Blade Runner, though. I think that could be a lot of fun. Did you ever watch Harlock or Galaxy Railway? I did not. Although it does sound interesting. What was it about? That's amazing. This little chalkboard sign, that's staying. It's great. I would join in sadly, but it seems that I have reached the definition of dirt broke. I feel you there, Blob. I really do. I'm also feeling that definition. Because I would love to just run campaigns, but like, I can either charge for the campaigns or I can get a job and not run any. And I'm like, well, I'll charge for the campaigns because it sounds like an enjoyable thing to do, you know? Like I would love to do that for work. Um, all the really good animes from back in the day. Harlock is a space pirate. I've actually started on and off. I've been watching the hell is it called? Oh, ad in progress. Oh, okay. My timer over here is like, you have an ad in progress for another minute and 50 seconds. And I'm like, that seems like a lie, but okay. Responding to Blobtick first, I am also dirt broke. I decided I could go get an actual job, or I could try and charge for running D&D, which I enjoy a lot, and I would put a lot of work and love into. So I'm pretty excited to try and make that work out, you know. But I get the dirt brokenness because I'm also there. Um, yeah, I had 2 1-minute ads in a row. Nice. I just switched over to 3 minute ads on every hour because it gets rid of pre-rolls. Yeah, can't join it. I'm sorry. I did mention also that I'll be doing one shots on and off depending on how I feel, and some will be paid and some will just be kind of like first come first serve. But they'll all be encouraging people to join in on the paid campaigns. So there's that. Welcome back, Burden. And then Harlock is a space pirate. Galaxy Railways is a space defense force that are space trains protecting the galaxies. Get an ad every time I join a stream. Paying? I got you. What do you mean you got me? I'm in your campaign. Lol. I did. I was just saying too. I just started on and off watching Cowboy Bebop, which has been a very interesting and enjoyable to holy shit. Barton, thanks for the 5 subs and the hype train. I appreciate you. We got a hype train, and Bake has a thing now. Ah, Bacon, Ryan, and Bloptic all got a gift sub. Good shit. Nice. Cowboy is such a great one. Yeah, Cowboy is so far. Don't watch the live action. Yeah, all the live actions are always kind of what is this whole place? The whole place is a quote unquote alchemy slash odds and ends shop, but technically it's a front. But that's also on a tropical island, and this entire area could be a combat scenario depending on how they roll everything. So I wanted an inside and an outside. Oh, I see. No, I mean the hype train. I'm not even sure how it functionally works. I just know that if you get if you get subs and gifts in bits, it could start a hype train, which gives everybody in the chat bonuses. I think. Question mark. I am not as familiar. If you spend money, you get emotes. There you go. Flesh. Ooh, that's cool. We'll have to deal with that later. Depends on how far the train goes. Yee. What if I layer 200 a box of flowers? Look at all them. Button mash. A gift for you. Cheers to that. Honestly, these are not bad emotes. Oh yeah, Bluptic gets access to all my paid emotes. Lol. So Mob 100, the Gintama live action, Rurouni Kenshin live action. I've never even seen is it Ronin Ken? I thought it was Roroni or something. I've not seen it, so I don't know. Which is probably going to get a lot of blasphemy. Why is there no gun? I know I need a gun real bad. I need a gun one. I have a couple that I'm picking up next for sure, and I regret not having them yet. Layer 200. Yeah, there's a gun one. I need an eating one. I need a heart one. Later, Blob. Have a good rest of your day. There it is. I can spell, I swear. Hmm. Well, by now, Mord, how say you to an invasion? Well, if you were in a chat, we need a bold shake wiggle emote. You know, I am supposed to get another animated one, so maybe that's the other animated one. Food sounds so good right now. I need to make some food myself. Or a heck you. That actually also sounds really great. You know what? That's gonna happen. Snackages. Yum, 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 yum. Maybe break time. I think what I'm gonna end up doing, to be honest with you, is I'm probably gonna finish up this map. And then I'll probably just switch and play something else, but I'll restart the stream so I don't have to cut the video because I'm lazy. God, these are huge. I gotta go find a snack though. I'll find it after. The facepalm bold. These are some great ideas. What are these? These are amazing. You guys have so many emotes. Let's see. All right, next up, map settings. Add some grime layer. Let me go ahead and get the pattern tool out. I was bonked? Why was I bonked? Hold up. Headbang bold? Actually, headbang bold would be pretty solid. Okay, I've saved, I promise. I hit the save button. Panda's so kind. Always remembering to tell me to save. Because I don't remember to save. Ever. Okay, apparently I missed what I'm looking for. Ah, here we are. Alright, we don't want that. We don't want that. That could work. We just want a little bit of scuff. Not a lot of bit of scuff. Himbo bold emote. These are so good. These are such great ideas, actually. I really should look these up, actually. Layer 2. There we go. All right. I'm pretty happy with this map. I think I'm going to call it good. I think that's where I'm at. Him bold emote. Bold troll. Dang, I need some emotes, guys. These are good. This is a great idea. These are great ideas, Panda. Honestly. Oh, you know what I do need? I need beams of light coming in before I finish. Light tool. Putting my one brain cell to work in a while. Oh, what's up, Kata? Ready's action surge, unleash incarnation, strike of the giant, maneuver with malicious intent. That's so many moves. It's so good. Oh yeah, that's looking real good. I think I need to change this light's positioning now to be more angled. Like that. Same with you. Kind of like that. Yeah, yeah. All right. But then the inside looks real dark. Oh, Crypt of the Necrodancer is great. I also picked up a long time ago when it came out. I picked up Cadence of Hyrule, which was the Zelda version or whatever, and that was real good too. This is making it too bright. I think I just removed the lights entirely. As much as I like how that looks, it makes the rest of the room look dark, and that's not my goal. So maybe, actually, what if I did this? I have an idea, guys. I'm not going to say it's a good idea, but I've never tried to manipulate the external lights in this fashion, so we're going to see how this goes. Wait, I need lights. There's a Zelda version. Yeah, Cadence of Hyrule. All right, let's see here. I need. Wow, that's not. It's because it's interacting with walls. Oh, I see. I see how this could be a problem. Okay, that's not gonna do what I want it to do without me like making everything absurdly bright. So no, we're not gonna do that. It was a nice idea, but that's all right. Save.